Yeah. Turn the bass up. Feel that rumble, let's ride. Yeah. Sunrise on the asphalt, way station call. World in my mirror like the pray I fall. You see me on the screen thinking older man. Pixels ain't the miles, miles ain't the plan. Pressure like a pallet strapped to my spine. Folks run up on me reading between lines. Shake my hand expecting to do front feet. I keep diesel burning, doing what I need. There's something in the air. Thunder you can't see. Eyes on me everywhere. When all I want's to breathe. From the cab I hold my lane. Through anger, dust and rain. Big wheels turn to steel. The silence hold the pain. This ain't the algorithm, it's a long white line. Big water on the wide garden was mine. Yeah.
Good morning, good morning, good morning. Today is Thursday, October 23rd, 2025, back with another episode. Thank y'all for tuning in. I really, really appreciate it. I want to touch bases on a few things, a couple of things here, before I get into the outrage. They're outraged. They're disgusted. They can't take it no more. Flat out outrage. Something has to be done. It got to be stopped. But before we get to that, I want to make a little prediction here. I want to talk about this government shutdown and what I think, it's just my view, what I think really going on. I think it's another distraction. Another part of the plan. It's just my conspiracy theory, my aluminum foil hat idea. And I want y'all to observe something to see if this happens, then I'm right. I might be wrong, but I got something I want y'all to look for to determine if I'm right. And I think this gonna happen to prove my point. They got everybody, well not everybody, they got a lot of people afraid right now. Stressed, worried. You got federal workers not getting paid. The military might not get paid. That's a big problem. Government programs shut down. The IRS, which I ain't mad about that, keep them shut down. But other than that, services that we need the government for, shut down right now. And you see all over the internet in different places, people getting all on here crashing out talking about what they're going to do if they don't get their stamps in November. All out panic mode. Warning you that they're going to run up in stores and steal, and I ain't said nothing about trying to hustle up and find a way to make money and get a job. Well, I guess I got to go to work. Now, no, they said they're going to go steal. Like these people ain't been in jail left and right out here just for your ass. Go ahead on and steal. But that's just an example of how people are panicking, worrying. People are on here confessing to crimes that they're going to be participating in if this happens in November. All that chaos. So what I think really happening is, that's what they want us at. They want us right there. Manipulating the fear. Manipulating the confusion. Getting everybody all riled up and afraid. The more afraid the people are, the easier they are to control. I think it's a test run. They're testing to see how they're going to enact the rest of their plans. When and where and how. Every time you look around, every administration, we got a shutdown. Or they threatening one. Every president. Have you noticed that? Now, you know, each party, the other party, gonna blame the sitting, party. This Trump shut down, and Trump finna cut the food stamps. Trump ain't cutting no damn stamps. Trump ain't doing a damn thing. So I'm working on the White House. We gonna get on that in a minute. Yeah. So this is what I think gonna happen. Right at the last minute, right before it's time for all this stuff to take place, the government gonna open back up. Everything gonna be fine. False alarm. If that happens, like I said, they all in cahoots. Democrats and Republicans, they all in cahoots. They shut this thing down on purpose for a reason. We gonna see more to be revealed. But I just want y'all to pay attention to that. And remember Big Ward said, them people playing this. This part of a bigger scheme. This part of a bigger conspiracy. With my hat. And I don't have no tinfoil hat. My bad, y'all. I really believe this is controlled. And right before the chaos break out, right before it's time for everybody to start looting and rioting in the streets, because they ain't ready for that yet. It's a test run. See how easy it would be and what they need to do when they're ready for everybody to be rioting in the streets. Different ways they can get it done and not look suspicious. The government has no reason to be shut down right now. The government does not have to be shut down because Democrats and Republicans so-called can't agree on policy. They don't have to shut the government down to debate. There's been debates going on since this country been in existence. You don't have to shut the government down where military workers and other benefits are not getting paid because y'all debating on something. Y'all debate every day. You ain't got to shut the government down because y'all disagree on something. They doing this on purpose. This serves a bigger plan. And if them people open up before the end of this month, before the deadline, all of a sudden, we reach an agreement. When they both, remember now, they both were dead set. And we ain't opening nothing until we get what we want. The Republicans say they ain't gonna agree on nothing, and the Democrats say we are. We ain't agreeing until we get this. Now if they open up, the Democrats, without getting what they asked for, and they decide to go and open up, that was always part of the plan anyway. They're gonna open up anyway. They shut down on purpose, and they're gonna open up. It's all part of the plan, a bigger picture. Why would I tell you? They're gonna open up before all the shit hit the face. And say, well, we decided we're gonna work on it a little more. We're gonna extend the date, and but I thought y'all said no matter what, y'all ain't opening up until you get this. So why are you opening up? Because that's what you're gonna do anyway. You just want the people scared. You want the people panicking. You want to see the people online talking about they're gonna be stealing and looting and rioting and causing chaos. Now you can say, okay, yeah, that's gonna work. When we ready, we're gonna roll that out. We see what they're gonna do when we do this. Just my theory. And if they open that damn government up, even though they ain't hashed out their differences, and they open it up anyway, they're always part of the plan. They was gonna open it up at the last minute, right before the deadline. They open the government back up. Watch. Now, on to my other topic. Democrats, especially black identifying as Democrats. This is not just against the Democrats. This is against anybody that's affiliated with a political party, black or white. If you're a Democrat, that party is mentally manipulating you. If you're a Republican, they mentally manipulating you. I'm on the outside looking in. I can see the play on both sides, how they do both of y'all. You got right-wing lunatics, left-wing lunatics. You got the Alexander Ocasio, whoever it is, and you got the Marjorie Taylor Greene on the other side. Both sides are batshit crazy. I just want to make it clear where I stand on this. But this message is directed to my people. How they manipulate you again. Using you to fight their battles again. Telling you what to think. Telling you how you should think. Telling you what you should be mad at and what you shouldn't be mad at. Telling you what you should agree with and disagree with. I'm going to prove my point right here. The White House. They got y'all mad, black folks. I'm looking through Facebook. I see some black Facebook friends of mine. Outraged. Called Trump is doing some renovations and remodeling to the White House. Some many presidents have done before him. Obama did it. He put a basketball court. That's neither here nor there. But I'm looking at black, especially black Democrats, outraged because Trump is doing work to the White House. You ain't supposed to do the White House like that. That's disrespectful. You're supposed to honor the White House. Like they love the White House now. That they're concerned and worried about the White House. Black Democrats. But y'all forget, or maybe you don't believe it, that I was once a black Democrat too. And I know how we think. Coming up in the hood. Pro-black. We ain't never gave a damn about no White House. As a matter of fact, we hated the White House. And y'all don't care nothing about no White House. I remember being in groups of us talking about, I don't care, they tear that son of a bitch down back in the day. As a matter of fact, we call it the Whites House. Like white people, W-H-I-T-E-S, the Whites House. That ain't our house, that's their house. They used our ancestors to build our house, slaves or whatever. We hated the White House. Now y'all, I can't believe Trump doing that to the White House. Now y'all worried about the White House. Now y'all love the White House since Trump doing something to it. But before Trump got in office, with all the Democrats, black people ain't never gave a damn about the White House. We've always said that ain't ours. That's the white folk stuff. Now the Democrats tell y'all should be offended by what's being done to the White House, when at one time we didn't care somebody came and blowed that son of a bitch up. Now you're offended because he adding on to it. Hold on a minute.
All right, over in Washington, the Trump administration is overseeing a remodel of the East Wing of the White House, making way for a brand new ballroom. But the sight of demolition crews have some Democrats seething.
Peter Ducey joins us live from the White House with more. Good morning, Peter.
Good morning, yes. And anytime you see us here outside at the White House, we are coming to you from the west side of campus. Over on the east side, across the lawn, the walls are coming down. And we have some video of this yesterday. Parts of the East Wing have now been demolished to be modernized and to make room for a new privately funded ballroom. A sampling of the Democratic reaction reads like this. Hillary Clinton says, "It's not his house, it's your house, and he's destroying it." Gavin Newsom says, "Ripping apart the White House just like he's ripping apart the Constitution." And Elizabeth Warren says, "Oh, you're trying to say the cost of living is skyrocketing. Donald Trump can't hear you over the sound of bulldozers demolishing a wing of the White House to build a brand new ballroom." And this isn't the first time that the White House has had work done. Go back to 1902. Teddy Roosevelt added the whole West Wing. 1909, Taft added the Oval Office. 33, FDR installed a swimming pool. 52, Truman gutted the entire inside of the White House and added a bowling alley. And then in 2009, outside, President Obama added a basketball court. President Trump, with this project, has courted wealthy outside donors. So this isn't taxpayer funded, which is why the construction continues during a shutdown.
We're putting up our own money with the government is paying for nothing. You probably hear the beautiful sound of construction to the back. You hear that sound? Oh, that's music to my ears. I love that sound.
Administration after administration have publicly and privately spoken about the need for a larger event space. So while many presidents have privately dreamt about this, it's President Trump who is actually doing something about it.
And something that seems to be lost with all of the discourse about the new ballroom. The Democrats complaining about the new ballroom can use the new ballroom. They just have to win back the White House. Back to you.
Yeah, he doesn't. It's not Donald Trump. He's leaving it behind. Thanks, Peter.
It's ours forever.
So that's what's the first phase of construction.
Yeah.
People are surprised, but anyone who's done construction, seen a house built, or traveled in a neighborhood, looked out the window of a car when you're driving, you see construction sites before. So,
and he's doing it at a good rate, and plus the U.S. taxpayers aren't going to have to pay for it. I am going to watch MSNBC today to see how they react to it, because NBC Universal is owned by Comcast. Comcast is one of the top donors for this as well. So I'm interested to see how their anchors
Wow, that'll be
react to
interesting. So people hate change. I don't think that's it for this. I think this is Democrats being Democrats and hating anything that Donald Trump does, even if it's a good thing. So the largest room in the White House is the East Room. It holds 200 people. So when they have state dinners in the United States of America at the White House, they have to hold them outside in a tent.
No.
And they've been doing that for hundreds of years. So President Trump, he tried to do this under the Obama administration. He spoke to David Axelrod and said, when he wasn't even in politics at this point, he said, let me go in there and build this ballroom for you guys. Never heard back. So now he's president the second time and says, this is what I'm going to do right now. And they're going to have it, like you said, Brian, for, in perpetuity. It'll be used forever.
he's 9 months in. And look at what he's done. And he also, I think he spent the last 4 years drawing up plays like Bill Walsh with the San Francisco 49ers in the 90s. He would script his first few drives before the game starts. This is all the president's script. He went in great detail. He knows exactly what he's doing. You see those renderings? You don't sketch that overnight.
But the problem, Brian, is I knew that he had a sketch, right, of all the things.
Not using taxpayer money. It doesn't belong to him. When he leaves, he can't take it with him. Whoever the next president is, Democrat or Republican, if it was a Democrat, they'll be able to use it too. It belongs to America, not Trump. It's been done before. Other presidents before him have remodeled and done stuff to the wall. The building's 100 years old. Every now and then, you might need to upgrade and remodel, modernize. Here you are hosting world leaders, big events or whatever. They got to sit outside because they ain't got enough room in the White House. Because it was built back when you didn't have as many people. I mean, come on. But they outraged. Like he just bulldozing the building, tearing it down. And even if he was doing that, since when did black people kill? Oh, wait. The main people I'm hearing complaining now on my page are black folks. I can't believe he's doing that to the White House. Oh, not black folks, black Democrats. I'm black, I ain't saying strength. Black Democrats are outraged about a building they ain't never cared nothing about. Am I lying? Or in the words of the great Geno Jennings, am I right? When have black people, especially Democrats, from the hood, from the ghetto, from where I'm from, we ain't never gave a damn about no White House. As far as we're concerned, they could have bombed it. We wouldn't have cared. Because we didn't think it represented us, no way. Democrat or Republican, we called it the whites' house. Maybe it was for the white people. That's what we believe. Now you got these same black folk mad because he renovating. How about he tearing it up? He destroying it. I can't believe he doing that. Using taxpayer money when it's clear they done told you it's private donation. He was once a Democrat. He tried to do it for Obama. He didn't do it. Now it's getting done. Other presidents before Trump have complained and said we need more room to host meetings, host gatherings, host balls. The military, but all that type of stuff, we need more room. So he doing it, and y'all mad. Well, all I can tell you, just be mad. because it's getting done. Like it or not, get it got it good.